please join us in welcoming Adam Shankman.
Oh my God. Okay. Hi guys. I want first of all to say something. This is the most important movie that's ever been made. It's been proven. I am so grateful that all of you turned up to just celebrate fucking comedy again.
Yes.
And, you know, I said to Mark Shaman, who wrote Hairspray, I was like, because Hairspray wasn't gay enough, I had to make this. I had the best time making this movie. I made it in 19 days. I love the gas from this audience. That didn't play like that in Toronto. But here, everybody's like, woo! And it was a true labor of love. I am so grateful that I got to be the one to say yes to putting these incredibly talented queens in front of a movie that is having a release this large in theaters. By the way, I didn't know it was going to be in theaters when I said yes, and then when they told me it was going to be in theaters, I said, really? Why? And now I just, it's so funny, I've just come to believe that not this movie, but this kind of movie is exactly the kind of movie we need to be celebrating more than ever before. It's such a different kind of dopamine hit. And it's so important to be sitting with people in a room filled with laughter. It's not about distracting from all the shit that's going on in the world. This is actually about a release valve. We need relief. And this, being communal, putting everything else aside, laughing, its value is unquantifiable. And so God, I hope you laugh. What if y'all think it stinks? That'd be actually fucking awesome. So anyway, enjoy the movie. I guess I'm doing a Q&A afterwards. I'm told, and laugh really hard because I have a little meter over here that I'm going to be checking. So I love you all. Thank you so much.
Let's give it up for Symone. And last but not least, we have the lovely Lisa Rinna.
Check. You should see this bitch at the Lost Culture Awards. Oh my God.
Thank you all for coming. We really, really appreciate it. Wasn't it a great film, guys?
Like I said, the most important movie ever made.
Adam, I want to start with you. What does it mean to release this film? One, not to make it super dark, but like in the climate that we're in right now, but also on the second day of Pride Month this year.
That could get dark. I think that it's just good. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to go with this is just a good thing to have out there right now. If people will get out there and support it, that would be tremendous, because it's not just about supporting queer art. It's about supporting comedy too. Yeah. And I think having more comedy in theater, I love me a horror movie. But the horror clearly. But we have over double the amount of horror releases than we have. We have a third of the comedies coming out in theaters, and that is. I understand that there's an appetite for a certain kind of a dopamine hit, but this supplies another kind that is more joyful, hopefully, and celebratory. How good were those fucking queens?
And welcome walk me through how this partnership came to be, Christina and Adam.
We're lovers.
We're lovers. Can you tell?
Plot twist.
I'm using this opportunity to come out as straight.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yeah, so my writing partner Connor and I, we were asked on the set of our Christmas movie, The Bitch Who Stole Christmas, another movie we did with World of Wonder. Yes, another hard drama. To come up with a pitch for Drag Queens Meets Airplane. And we came up with a pitch. World of Wonder was like, yes, we need to do it. And then we wrote the script, and Adam came on board, thank God, because he had the idea to do Drag Queens on a train, because it was too similar to Airplane, which just opened up the whole world to have, U.S. Rail Force,
Stank Grail.
Stank Grail, it was really.
I'm telling
really
you, the
cool.
jokes just kept getting stupider and stupider, and I was like, now we're on the right track.
No pun intended.
So you
There's no, we just keep going. Like, I just want everybody to get on board.
So you shot this in 19 days, right? And then how long did it take for you to write? Walk us through the entire process.
Yeah, so we actually wrote this 3 years ago,
Wow.
and I would say it took like 6 months to write. Yeah, we weren't sure honestly what was going to happen with it. We weren't really confident it was going to get made, which, egg on my face, because look at this, it's incredible. But yeah, we wrote it and we just put everything we could into it. We just put the craziest shit we could into it, and a lot of it made it through.
You should see the shit that didn't.
Yes, please.
Wait, before we start, can I say thank you to UTA for hosting this?
Thanks,
I'm like a homegrown UTA boy. So I just want to say thank you, and this department did not exist when I was there. In fact,
Thank you for the words. We obviously have another UTA client, Lisa Rinna here. Lisa, you've been, having some fun cameos lately. What inspired you to join this project and act again?
Hi. First of all, this is how it began. So I did a little cameo on Running Point on Netflix, and
So good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And I went to the fitting, and Sal was doing the wardrobe. And Sal and I did my wardrobe, and he said, RuPaul's doing a movie. And I said, really? He said, yeah, I'm going to, do the costume designing. I said, well, I need to be in it, don't you think? And he goes, yeah, I do. The next thing I know, somehow the casting calls my agent, and of course, here I am. Of course, I said yes. It's like a match made in heaven.
no, that's
I didn't even have to audition.
And how was it that day on set, Lisa?
Oh my God, it was so fun. First of all, there's no better lighting
No better.
than this movie, right? No better lighting. And to work with Adam, I mean, come on. Like, dream come true. So fun. You were like throwing lines at me.
Yeah.
Say this. Say this. I love that. It just was so fun. I'm just so happy to be part of it.
My favorite was when we were doing, and I was wanting to adopt you as my weird sad daughter. You kept like saying, as one of my weird sad, another one. Wait, what? Another one of my weird sad daughters. and Christina was like, we don't want to talk about your daughters like that.
We love your daughters. We're not weird or sad.
I love that.
Everybody was like mostly there for like half a day. And
Yeah.
is it true?
19 days.
I mean, it's 19 days, so yeah, it was half a day.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. Everyone was so nice, though, I will say.
Yeah.
And it was like having a kiki. Yeah. It was really fun.
Yeah. And I think you got the wardrobe.
I did, of course, I took it.
Yeah. She literally
I
walked
have
up.
the gold jumpsuit.
She rapped and then walked up to Randy and she's like, this was the greatest day ever and I'm taking the jumpsuit. And we were like, yes, you are, Lisa Rinna.
That's right. I have it.
And Symone.
Everyone is so great in the movie. And everybody is so good in the movie. The acting is so great in this movie. So, congrats.
I appreciate that.
It's a
Thanks, Lisa Rinna.
And Symone, our queen of season 13.
Yes.
Obviously, you had a fantastic run on RuPaul's Drag Race. How was it reuniting with Miss RuPaul?
Oh my God, it was a dream come true. You know, first of all, we don't get to see her. This is what trips me out is we don't get to see her stand when we go. And so when she went rounded the corner in her gloriousness in them high heels, and she was tall, almost just a ceiling. I was so happy. You know, so I was starstruck. You know, she only had the glow behind her, and it was. So for me, it was like I was like a child again watching her on TV, but she was in real life. So I was so excited and elated, and I was like, oh my God, I was in front of her competing, and then she crowned me. This is what I was saying in my head in a monologue. And now I'm co-starring with her. So it was a dream come true. And like we were sitting there just watching her go take after take. She would say it, and then she would say something completely different, and we would have to be like, "Oh yes, acting," you know, because it's just she's so quick on it, and so you just want to be on her level at all times. So it was just such a lovely experience, and it was our last day, so it was like kind of like the last thing before we wrap. So it was just the loveliest of treats, you know. So very happy. I hope I didn't stay too long, you know, but that was all in my head.
And what does it mean for you to, see this in screens during Pride Month?
Oh, it means everything. You know, we first did the screening here in Los Angeles, and I was mute after my friends were like, "Is she okay?" I was just so excited, and I didn't know how to like express that because I was very anxious watching it because I hadn't seen it. And a whole bunch of people had seen it before, and I want to know how that happened. I'm looking at you, yes, Adam, because I wanted to watch like everybody else.
Who are these
It was a
people?
lovely time. All the people, they said we didn't see screenings of it, we didn't see the special effects, but we saw it. And I said I would love to see it too, but we didn't. I was nervous. But afterward, I was so happy and elated, and I didn't know how to fully express it. So my people were like, "Girl, you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just processing." And of course, I got drunk later. But it felt great to see.
I thought that was processing was code for that.
No, that too. You know, Adam. You know, you saw me. You was there. But it's great because we're in like we were saying earlier, we're in a very interesting time. I'm just saying it like that, and it's good that we have this movie that we can offer. So all of us share as a community. You know, I see a couple homosexuals I can see. I don't see everybody in here, but you know I can see it. Girl, I smell it. And so it's good that we have this moment that we can share, but also it's kind of, if we put it out in the world that we're inviting everyone to come into our party, you know. So I think it's important. It's our form of protest because, we're queer people in the film. We're leading it. We're not the butt of the joke. And we look fabulous. I mean, we look stunning. Look at that post up now. Yeah. So it's fabulous. It's fabulous during Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, by the way.
We're going to keep this short, so any last stories or quick anecdotes you might have on set that you'd love everyone to know about, or you want to
trying
keep
to
it on
connect.
lock?
Yeah.
There was so much.
Because we're lovers.
So fast.
I mean, the whole thing was incredibly DIY. Like, I could write a book, but everything flew past very, very quickly. And Connor and Christina were sitting in the corner, literally, and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna need a joke for this."
We would go off on our lunch break and be like,
"Joke." And then I'd say, like, "I need a couple lines," and it's like 4 pages of jokes. And I was like, "Too much." But like, for example, right before we shot the opening commercial of the thing, I turned to them and I said, "I'm feeling really weird that we don't have any straight people in the opening of the movie, but we don't have any characters in there, and I wanted to make sure that it was representing the overarching picture of the movie." Because otherwise it was going to be like the first 7 minutes of the movie was only going to be the story of those two queens. Yeah. And Barbara, of course. Latrice. I mean, Latrice. Barbara's getting the spin on.
I think so.
And
10 more jobs.
And I just turned to them and I said, okay, so in the commercial part of it, can you write 2 little tiny bits, 2 just 1-bit gags? And I bought them for 2 straight guys.
Yeah.
And they
Came
were
up
like,
with Paul Shearer cigars and Joel McHale in a harness.
McHale in the harness part, which is one of many different gags that they wrote for Joel. And he walked in and he picked the harness. By the way, much to our delight. And they wrote it overnight. And and as they were doing it, we were on the phone calling them and saying, "What are you doing tomorrow?" It was like that, like the whole thing. What are you doing tomorrow? Like Sarah Michelle, everything was very. I only had 2 weeks on the ground to prep the movie because I had just finished Man with the Bag and we were casting, like from while I was in New York finishing the sound on Man with the Bag, and then I got here and we were 2 weeks on the ground before first thing that we shot was the Oval Office, which we needed to do to get the California tax credit, and then I had like, and also trying to squeeze in between seasons of Drag Race, and like just so you know how crazy this shit was. Okay, so they walked me down and go, "Do you want to see the train?" And I was like, "Yes," finally, because they were like threatening it, and I walked down. And there was just a plywood rectangle, and on a stage in Pacoima, and I went, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "There's gonna be the seats. We promise you, it's gonna be done in a couple days." And it's just a plywood thing, and there were no walls. And I said, "Okay, well and they're like, "This is Coach," and I was like, "Great. Let's move over. Let me look at first class." And they said, "This is also first class." And I was like, I thought they're like, "Yeah, we couldn't afford it." So the whole train is just one rectangle, like that whole thing. And we shot one thing for like 6 days, and then we shot the other thing for 6 days. But like when Matt. The day that we were, but like the train headquarters was our production office.
Oh yeah.
Train headquarters was our production office, and the wardrobe room was one of the doors.
No.
Yeah, into there, and we just would have to put a curtain over it.
And one of the bathroom was also
and then we just put a pipe and drape around it, and that turned into the press conference. The presidential press conference. That was in
we
there.
Were scrappy.
We were scrappy, and then I don't know where the bathroom scene was originally set, but
I think it was set at a restaurant at Union Station.
Yeah, at another place where she left.
Yeah,
but then we couldn't. Union Station was like, "You gotta go."
You've taken up too much time here.
And so we were like, "Where are we gonna put it?" And suddenly we were like, "Well, we were." At World of One on the stages, and they were like, "Well, there's a bathroom over here."
So we had Dee Dee go back to the bathroom.
So we had Dee Dee go back to the bathroom. Like, and at the end of the line, she's like, "Weren't you just here?" I like it here. And I think it was like that's how this movie got made. So it was pretty moving.
Amazing stories. Well, thank you again, Adam, Christina, Symone. Congratulations. Thank you everyone for coming to this UCA crowd screening. And let's go have some cocktails.
Yeah, let's be loud. Tell people that it's funny, please.
Yeah,
Please.
everyone. Bring your friends. Bring everybody. Bring everybody.
Team Symone.